We will help you to master geography, to memorize the names and positions of the main geographical objects that everyone should be able to show on a map without any problems. To do this, we use Google Maps, where we look at everything we are talking about. We have put all the places we are talking about in a Google Earth presentation. You can find it in the description below the video. Today we are going to take a virtual trip to North America. I hope you already know where North America is. The northernmost point of the continent is Cape Murchison. The peninsula was first explored by geologist Roderick Murchison, in whose honor the cape was later named. The westernmost point is Cape Prince of Wales, a cape located on the Seward Peninsula in Alaska. The easternmost part is named after a saint, Cape St. Charles on the Labrador Peninsula. In the south, the continent stretches to Cape Mariato in Panama. First of all, you should show the sea that is known for pirates, the Caribbean Sea. It is an amazing region with a rich history and culture. Today, the Caribbean is one of the most popular tourist destinations in the world. It is home to numerous resorts, beaches, historical sites, and natural wonders. The continent is also washed by the waters of the Atlantic, Pacific, and Arctic Oceans. The four largest bays of North America, Hudson Bay, Gulf of Mexico, Gulf of Alaska, and Gulf of California. It is named after Henry Hudson, an English navigator who discovered it in 1610. The fate of the captain himself turned out to be sad. During this trip, a mutiny broke out on the ship. The rebels threw Henry Hudson, his young son, assistant navigator, and 6 other people who were loyal to the captain into the boat and left them to their fate without weapons and food. Henry Hudson's fate is still unknown. In the south of the continent, the Atlantic Ocean cuts deep into the land, forming the vast Gulf of Mexico, which is separated from the Atlantic Ocean by the Florida Peninsula and the islands of Central America, along with the Caribbean Sea to the south. The Gulf of California is the longest bay on the Pacific coast of North America. Its length is about 1,200 kilometers. The Gulf of Alaska is the largest bay in the Pacific Ocean. It is home to many species of plants and animals, including walruses, seals, whales, and seabirds. North America was once connected to Eurasia by a land corridor, approximately 11,000 years ago. This land bridge has been submerged by tectonic plate movements. The coast of North America is only 86 kilometers from the coast of Eurasia. The two continents are separated by the Bering Strait, which was named after the navigator Vitus Bering, who was the first to sail through this strait in 1728. Now let's talk about the peninsulas. Let's start with the Labrador Peninsula. It is part of Canada and is washed by the Atlantic Ocean. Labrador is home to many rare species such as polar bears, narwhals, and harp seals. Traces of the earliest people in the Americas, who lived here about 10,000 years ago, were found on the peninsula. Next, we will go to the Florida Peninsula. It is a part of the United States and is washed by the Atlantic Ocean and the Gulf of Mexico. The Everglades National Park is located on the territory of Florida, which is one of the largest wetlands in the world. Florida is home to many species of tropical plants and animals, such as alligators, caimans, and flamingos. The Yucatan Peninsula, located in Central America, is part of Mexico and is bordered by the Caribbean Sea and the Gulf of Mexico. Yucatan is known for its ancient Mayan ruins, such as Chichen Itza, Tulum, and Uxmal. Now let's move to the Pacific coast. The California Peninsula and the Gulf of the same name were formed at the site of the collision of tectonic plates. This zone of geological activity is dangerous because of the threat of earthquakes, as the tectonic plates press on each other. The Alaska Peninsula is a narrow and long peninsula in northwestern North America, between the Bristol Bay of the Bering Sea and the Pacific Ocean. The most active volcano along the volcanic mountain range is Pavlov Volcano. What islands do you need to know? These are Greenland, Newfoundland, the Canadian Arctic Archipelago, the Greater Antilles, and the Lesser Antilles. The islands make up as much as 22% of the continent's total area, and North America itself occupies only a little more than 16% of the Earth's landmass, and less than 5% of the total area of the globe. Northwest of the continent lies the world's largest island, Greenland. However, it belongs to North America only geographically. Politically, it belongs to the European country of Denmark. Moreover, Greenland is 50 times larger than Denmark itself. The vast Canadian Arctic archipelago is one of the largest archipelagos in the world, and has as many as 36,563 islands. The largest island, Baffin Island, is the 6th largest island on Earth. Newfoundland is famous for its incredibly beautiful coastline and fjords. Mountains, glaciers, and vast bays create spectacular natural landscapes, especially in the Gros Morne National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Antilles form an arc separating the Caribbean Sea from the Atlantic Ocean. The Greater Antilles Islands, the largest of them, are Cuba, Hispaniola, Jamaica, and Puerto Rico. And the Lesser Antilles are a chain of volcanic and coral islands. They have a very diverse landscape, including mountains, tropical forests, beaches, and volcanoes. The Antilles are famous for their picturesque landscapes, cuisine, and richness of cultures. If you think that the border between North and South America runs along the Panama Canal, you are wrong. The Panama Canal is certainly a grand engineering structure, but many geographers draw the border between the continents a little further south, along the land border between Panama and Colombia, known as the Darien Gap. This area is covered by tropical rainforests and swamps, where road construction is extremely difficult, making the Darien Gap the only gap in the Pan-American Highway. Dear friends, please share your impressions of this lesson format in the comments section, and how you like this way of learning geography. Leave us your suggestions and comments. We look forward to hearing them. Please support this episode by liking and subscribing to the channel. See you in the next videos. Bye.